Yo, YouTube, what the fuck going, man? It's your boy, PBS22, and I'm back with another pickup, man. Hey, man, I know, long time no see, feel me? I be trying to, get some videos out and everything. I really be thinking, like, you feel me, my content boring. Even though I know I just basically review budget firearms and just different firearms I be catching, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it just seemed like, shit, me just talking is kind of boring. You feel me? I don't know. Like, I be, I don't know. Sometimes being a little, you feel me? Little feelings or whatever. I don't know. Goddamn. Like, I be, like, looking at the views and coming, like, damn, I ain't even get no views for real, for real. I don't know. So it's like, maybe I need to shoot these firearms. Like, that's why I'm like, damn, I gotta show these folks some range videos and shit like that. I go to the range sometimes, but I ain't been in a minute, though. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't got no footage from the range or nothing. You feel me? And I really just hate inside ranges, bro. You can't talk, or you can't hear yourself, or whatever. It's only gunshots, because, the range is filled with, random people. Shit like that, bro. But in a minute, I'm finna I'm gonna go looking for some land. So in one of these days, I'm gonna go get, not today, not tomorrow, but, in a minute, I'm looking for some land. I'm really just trying to get my credit right, make sure all my ducks in order. You feel me? But today, as y'all can see, boy, I ain't gonna feel on fire. Today we got the STK 100. This is Rock Island Armory. I love Rock Island, It's like I don't know if it's a Turkish company or a Philippines company. I don't know. But they make pretty good firearms, or they, distribute a lot of good firearms. I think they be working with a lot of different firearm manufacturers, you feel me? And then I think they just sell them in America under Rock Island, you feel me? Like stamp them as Rock Island. But I don't care what they do. These folks know how to find people who make decent firearms, bro. Feel me? And today, you know me, the Glock hater / the Glock lover. You feel me? I don't know, whatever y'all want to call me. Shoot. I like Glocks and I like how Glock work. So I be going to go get a lot of clones, you feel me? This is a 17 clone. Usually I do the 19 clones. But it was cool, bro, to get a little 17 clone. Full size grip. You feel me? The 4.4 inch barrel, stuff like that, bro. I'm thinking it's a 4.4. I forgot really the real specs to it, but that's somewhere somewhere around the Glock 17 barrel line. You feel me? But let me show y'all that this firearm clear. Hold on a second. Firearm is clear. Firearm is clear. And I ain't gonna lie, nice little firearm, just look like a Glock. I ain't gonna lie, nothing too, nothing that really just stand out, you feel me? Just like the basic Glock. But what really drew me into this firearm was, you feel me, the metal frame. It got a metal frame, like aluminum frame. I'm not saying that aluminum is better or anything like that. I just like all metal firearms, It just feel durable to me. I'm not saying it's more durable, because I don't think that's the case. The polymer actually is a good, material that they use for firearms. Feel me? But it just feels real solid and well put together. Even though this is the STK 100, I think it's called the Ultra. Don't quote me on it, but the STK 100 is a two-piece design. As y'all can see, that split in between this and this. They clamp these two together with these screws, you know what I'm saying? A screw right there, screw right there, and some screws right there up top. And yeah, to me, you know, it's like it's well put together. It's not like, I don't know if these screws will ever, you know, get loose or something like that. I haven't shot this firearm yet. That's the one thing I can say. So I don't know, you know, but right now everything feel pretty tight, secure and everything. And I'm pretty sure they reinforced it however, you know, however they could. Because I never really heard, I mean, I don't hear much about this firearm, I'm not going to lie. But I never really heard a problem about this firearm coming apart or anything like that. It feels pretty quality. Everything is some type of metal alloy or aluminum, something like that on this firearm. And I really like it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if polymer and plastic parts just scare me or feel cheap. Especially like the thinner plastic, because some of those can chip away and break. But, you know, metal get worn down. So, I mean, to each his own. To each his own, man. To each his own. Whatever, however you want to say it. It's a firearm, though, bro. You know, just cool. It's just like a Glock. Real cool to me. They got the texture. The texture on the back is pretty decent. The texture on the grip is not aggressive at all, you know? It's not bad, but it's not the best. I'll tell you that. It got memory notches here with this same texture. Like I said, it's not the best. What I do like about this firearm that, you know, it just have a built-in mag wheel. I like that. Feel like the mag can get in there better. Yeah. It does take Glock OEM mags. That's why I love these clones. Like, they mostly work if you use a Glock. Like all my Glock clones work. I'll tell you that now. I don't really use aftermarket mags like that. At the gun range, I will a little bit, but I'm already knowing that they gonna jam or they might have a problem. So I really just run factory Glock mags. Never have a problem with it. I love Glock mags. I love the capacity that it come with OEM, you know, different options. You feel me? But yeah, you got 3 pick space, you know what I'm saying? More than the Glock. And then, you know, it's just small features and upgrades that I be liking about these clones too, you know? The first thing is I want it to run, obviously, but after that, it's just the little features. Like, I like the raised sights, and then the sights are metal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of metal they used in this firearm. I'm not gonna lie, like a 4140 or something. I don't know what type of steel they use, you know? But I hope they use like a 4140. But if not, I don't know, you know? What I say? Buying clones, though, you is kind of, you know, going the cheap route. So some clones are expensive, but, you know, like clones like these are budget-friendly clones. So I went the cheap route. They might cut corners with some of those materials. As long as this firearm really just run, I'm not going to put 1,000,000 rounds through this firearm. I have so many other firearms. Bro, I'm going to forget about this a little bit later. You know, it will be in my rotation. I just like the full size and, you know, the Glock extended mag options. You feel me? I be running like 17 round. I mean, that's the factory 17 round mag for it. And then I also like to put like the 20, like this 26 round mag. I like to often carry with this. You feel me? That's if I just, you know, feel like I need some extra rounds today. Can't go wrong with Glock mags. But another thing I like on this firearm, I ain't gonna flex. The feed ramp came polished. That was a plus, I ain't gonna lie. So the firearm might really work smooth. All right, they polished the feed ramp. That's pretty cool. Every gun don't come like that. It got a, you know, metal guide rod. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff like that is cool to me. Like, I like it. It seems like quality to me. You know what I'm saying? It's optic ready. That's another big plus. You know what I'm saying? Because I might slap any optic on it. I don't know what it's cut for exactly. I ain't gonna lie. I just now get into optics. I'm not really big into it like that. But I definitely gonna throw some optics on some of my firearms. And then hopefully I can swap them to different firearms type thing. So this like a Gen 3 clone, you know, got this small mag release, but I like it. This mag release sticks out a lot, and it really worked. You feel me? To me, this is like a flat facing trigger, and it's a decent trigger. I can tell you now, it's 100% better than a factory Glock, the Daggers trigger, the Shadow System trigger. So it's like way better than that off the gate. You know what I'm saying? It's a metal or aluminum trigger. Like I said, everything in this firearm to me, or that I've seen so far, is aluminum or metal, you know, some type of alloy metal or something like that. Yeah, the trigger guard is pretty big on this firearm, so people who shoot in the cold with gloves and stuff, it'll be cool. It's not super easy to manipulate this slide or nothing like that. But I really don't have no cons with it right now. I haven't fired it, like I said. I don't really got no cons about like the first impressions though. I ain't gonna lie. Everything seemed to run smooth, stuff like that. The real negative I have is, and I don't really know for a fact about this stuff, but they said like the frame, and then it makes sense. So they said from the frame, the internals in the frame, some of the internals are different. Like, you feel me? From the regular Glock 17 OEM frame. And that makes sense, bro. This is a clamshell design, like a 2.5, you know, frame design. And that's not, you know, really seen in, you know, the polymer frame pistol little realm, you feel me? Or the handgun realm like that. Especially like the polymer, you know. It's something different, something unique to its own. So I heard some parts are, you know, some parts are, you know, just their own parts. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, it's a nice little firearm. I love metal firearm. Just feel like quality, you know? Just like this firearm right here. Got these Hogue-like grips on this SIG P938. But it's a full metal firearm. I don't know, it just feels like quality, bro. But yeah, one of these days y'all gonna catch me at the gun range. I ain't gonna flex. One of these days, yeah, y'all gonna catch me at the gun range. I'm gonna drop some gun range videos on a lot of these firearms, bro, so y'all can just see at least them actually functioning. Cause, you know, I seen them function, but I ain't recorded, so y'all ain't never seen it function. A lot of these other firearms, like this firearm, I haven't shot this, but in a lot of other firearms that I, you know, did reviews on or first impressions, I never could really show y'all, you know, them firing. And I know y'all folks want to see that. That's why I don't really be posting for them. Like, dang, I don't show them no film or no video footage of me firing these firearms. Like, you feel me? Especially a lot of, you know, YNs and like people like that. Like, you feel me? They just want to see you shooting the gun. Especially, and a lot of people just want to see do they work. Especially if they gonna cost $250 and $300, you know, cheap prices. People want to see if they work. But yeah, I got a lot of firearms for y'all. Like, I got a lot of new firearms. I ain't gonna lie. I just been lazy with it. So, man, if y'all want to keep seeing more videos and keep seeing me buy more firearms, bro, more used firearms, more, you know, more budget-friendly firearms. Y'all want me to drop knowledge on different firearms. It don't even got to be budget-friendly. It can be just expensive firearms. But if y'all want me to do that, y'all folks make sure y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button. You know, do some more commenting. You know, comment down on some of my videos, my shorts. Y'all folks just let me know what's going on. Like, you feel me? I need to get in the algorithm. You feel me? And I know I might be boring. I'm you know, the more I go, the more I grow. You feel me? So I'm gonna keep growing with this YouTube stuff, man. I'm gonna try to stay consistent. All right, it's PBS 22 and I'm out.